Okay, so Eigenfi is a leading on-chain data analysis platform. With Eigenfi data, DeFi stakeholders can accurately understand how the on-chain behaviors, structures, and networks behind MEV impact their interests. The DeFi industry is already acutely aware of MEV's significance, but current DeFi data analytics solutions still cannot accurately determine how much revenue it captures and identify, measure, and evaluate MEV transactions. MEV is becoming more complex at an astonishing rate, involving multiple protocols, flash loans, asset minting, burning, and swaps, all within a single transaction. These atomic transactions create new liquidity dynamics we have not seen before. The lack of adequate analysis to provide accurate understanding prevents efficient protocol optimization, risk control, and management, resulting in a loss of MEV revenue that protocols could otherwise capture and redistribute, and even large-scale events that cost the protocol and stakeholders dearly. Our team of expert blockchain engineers, quant analysts, and data scientists created Eigenfi to shine a light on MEV. We provide cutting-edge tools detailing MEV and on-chain data, as well as bespoke analysis to allow analysts, institutions, traders, protocols, and any DeFi stakeholders to accurately see the on-chain behaviors, structures, and networks leading to arbitrage, sandwich attacks, malicious tokens, and liquidations impacting their interests. EigenTX, an advanced transfer-level data analysis tool, provides a solution that addresses this challenge effectively and efficiently. EigenTX is capable of analyzing complex on-chain transactions and provides a comprehensive knowledge map of token flows, revealing valuable insights regarding the life cycle of token flows and the affiliation between multiple transactions. Moreover, this tool offers vast benefits to not only data analysts, researchers, and regulators in revealing the truth and trends, but also traders seeking alpha in the rapidly evolving DeFi market. EigenTX allows users to examine transactions in minute detail, including complex smart contracts and unstandardized token functions. By providing deeper insights and greater transparency, EigenTX aims to change how we approach on-chain transactions, providing a new level of efficiency and innovation in the financial industry. Here is an overview on EigenTX's features using a simple atomic arbitrage that profited the most in 2022. The lower right part shows the token flowchart depicting the token transfer process, with ellipsoids denoting addresses and arrows tagged by amounts and symbols denoting token flows. So, for example, one can find the to address earned a revenue of 1,967 wrapped ETH in only 4 steps. This page also shows information other than the token flow chart. The boxes marked in red show the different functions. The first box, numbered 1, shows EigenFi's support for multiple chains, including Ethereum, BSC, Avalanche, Polygon, Arbitrum, Optimism, Cronos, and Phantom. Box 2 shows a link to the pages displaying affiliated transactions from the same block or involving either from or to addresses. Box 3 displays the basic information about the transaction. Box 4 displays MEV types detected by EigenFi and their P&L. Box 5 is a call trace tree that can be linked to the token flow chart step by step. Box 6 is a button to view multiple transactions in one chart. Box 7 is an alarms notice to risky contracts. And box 8 is a link to higher tier functions that can further consolidate the token flow chart. Okay, but where does this highly profitable arbitrage opportunity originate from? Examining the affiliated transactions page for the same block, we discovered 3 related transactions numbered 3, 5, and 6 in block height 1525920. Transaction 3 involved exploiting the Nomad vulnerability to cash out 300 wrapped BTC, resulting in a significant deviation in the wrapped BTC wrapped ETH price on the Uniswap V2 pool. Transaction 5, highlighted in red, was the arbitrage transaction analyzed earlier, and the same arbitrage contract for the secondary arbitrage also executed transaction 6 just underneath. In order to make this much simpler to look at, EigenTX can also consolidate transactions. We can consolidate these transactions into a single graph, giving you a bird's eye view of the entire situation. Firstly, steps A0 through to A6 depict the nomad exploit, whereas steps B0 through B3 and C0 through C3 portray two arbitrage transactions tracing back to the previous transaction. EigenTX can also display MEV redistribution transactions. Here we have a set of transactions from the MEV blocker service. This set consists of three transactions that are merged together into a single token flow chart. The first transaction, A0 to A7, involves a user's trade. Swapping ICE for STG, the second is a backrun transaction executed by the searcher at a Uniswap v3 pool involved in the first trade. Finally, the third transaction involves builder OX69, who built this block and returned a portion of the MEV to the user. By doing so, the entire process of MEV redistribution is successfully completed. Another transaction EigenTX is great at showing is liquidations. When analyzing liquidation transactions, complete internal accounting information is essential. For example, let's look at a liquidation transaction that went down on BSC, the BSC lending platform Venus. The liquidator or to address used flash loan funds to trigger the internal liquidation contract process on Venus. This process allowed the liquidator to close the borrower's VBUSD loan position and rake in a tidy proceeds of 19 BUSD. Step 0 to 1 is the to address borrowed a flash loan from Pancake and transferred TUSD to the liquidator contract to trigger the liquidation process. Steps 2 to 6 show the liquidator contract of Venus transferred the returned assets to V2USD and seized the corresponding collateral assets VBUSD from the borrower. VBUSD was transferred to the address while the remaining part was collected as a fee. Steps 7 to 8 show the to address burned VBUSD and redeemed just over 392 BUSD. Finally, steps 9 to 11 show the to address repaid the flash loan and transferred the proceeds to its EOA address and burned some Qi tokens to pay for a gas reduction service. One of the unique features of EigenTX is we are currently the only tool that can display actual cross-chain MEV transactions. Here we introduce an arbitrage trade between BSC and Phantom by bot OX9BB4. Steps A0 to A2. The following chart shows 4 transactions in one graph. Steps A0 to A2, the bot address swapped 6,000 USDC for just over 22 BNB on Phantom's DEX. Step B0, the bot transferred BNB obtained in steps A to BSC through multi-chain's cross-chain service. Step C0, the bot got 22 BNB transferred from Phantom. Steps D0 to D17 show the bot swapped 22 BNB for just over 6,000 USDC, 6,079.781 through an aggregator on BSC. In this cross-chain trade, the bot invested 6,000 USDC on Phantom and got back 6,079.781 USDC and 0.08 BNB. The revenue is about $102 with a tiny gas fee at that time. To learn more about our EigenTX transaction visualizer, and you can download our latest handbook here. I'll also just take you to a quick demonstration.
Cool. Thanks a lot, Peter.
Sure. One second. Let me just give a very quick demonstration. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen here now quickly. So this is the main EigenFi dashboard, and here we have our main tabs, and the EigenTX function is in the tab here on the right hand side. If I can go quickly to our MEV live stream tab and click on the sandwich attack. Okay, so next, when you click on any of the transactions, next to the transaction, there's a button where you can click to view on EigenTX. So if we click on that button, the token flow takes a little bit of time to load sometimes, especially for a sandwich attack. So here we go. Okay, so here we can see, as I mentioned in the previous presentation, we have the all the transactions for that block. You can click on here. We have the transactions from the from address in here and the to address here. If I go back to the token flow page, you can see we have the transaction description. This is a sandwich attack with a profit of just nearly $6, revenue of 275 and a cost of 269. So as you can see with the sandwich attack, you can see the token flows here. Each one is clearly labeled. So this is the front run that would have sat in front of a victim. Then you can see here we have a victim, we have a second victim, and then we have the back run. And then underneath you can see we have the balance change table and the account balance changes and the transfer list, where you can see each individual step for the transaction laid out step by step on a balance transfer table. However, these sandwich attacks can sometimes get very complicated. So one of the functions that I mentioned, which allows us to condense transactions into one chart, is here, view multi-TXs in one chart.